Welcome to The Field House.
Welcome back, everybody, to the live episode 4. Recovery weekend for us. It was a long, sad weekend. I hope everybody had a good Halloween. Did everybody enjoy their Halloween?
Sure.
Smitty, did you take your boys trick-or-treating?
I did not get off work till late Halloween.
Oh, so you were running over trick-or-treaters pretty much.
Exactly.
Austin didn't have any trick-or-treaters. He had a post on Hernando Happenings to bring kids over to his house.
Man, I'm pretty sure I got put on Hernando Happenings watch list or something. But
Probably.
I just spent about $55 on Halloween candy, and I was really excited to, have my first Halloween where I'm, an adult passing out candy and stuff. But
Tater didn't help because he commented that's dangerous.
and actually,
everybody commented like, what?
What's going on?
I had a village full of people with pitchforks and torches outside my door, thinking that there is danger. So thanks a lot, Tater.
Sorry. I was not expecting the lady to comment that. I'm not surprised, but I was not expecting that. That was I don't know what to say back. I wanted to say something back, but I figured I better, watch where I step because, there's always people watching. Halloween was weird. I feel like I saw a lot of, what's the girl from Scooby-Doo? Not the
Velma?
The one with glasses that always drops her glasses.
Velma.
Yeah.
Velma or Thelma?
Velma with like Velveeta,
Velma. So what's Velma? Yeah. So I saw a lot of a lot of Velma outfits on Twitter and stuff. I was very.
Are these grown girls or are these children in your neighborhood?
Grown girls.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't look at much children in the neighborhood. There was somebody had their truck and trailer dressed. It was like a float. It was like a Halloween parade float. I've never seen that before in my life. Usually you see like the little hay rides and the four-wheelers pulling them, but this was a whole float. I was not expecting that. But I saw a lot of Ted Lassos. I'm talking like our age people. Younger people, I don't know what they dressed up as. A lot of Ted Lassos, Thelma or Velmas. And what's the villain from 101 Dalmatians?
Cruella
and Thelma. Cruella and Velma. A lot of those. I think it was the MLB posted a picture, or no, it was NFL, and it was like some players and their wives, and there was 3 Cruellas. So, I guess
there any Dalmatians?
No Dalmatians. Dalmatians are actually a mean dog. They're actually meaner than pit bulls. It's a fun fact.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why they're firefighter dogs, because they're just mean, Anyways, hope everybody had a good Halloween. Everybody had a safe Halloween. Austin, do you want to explain your incident? Did that happen on Halloween or before Halloween?
It happened because of Halloween.
Oh.
But
were you that mad? Were you that mad you didn't get any trick or treat?
Yeah. Yeah, I punched a brick wall because there were no trick-or-treaters. Actually, no. This is going to lead into another thing we're going to talk about, but I don't know if you guys heard about the monkey that attacked a little kid, but yeah.
Yes, the monkey gate. What's the name they're calling it? The pole
assassin.
Pole assassin. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I actually was protecting the little kid, beating the monkey off of it. So that's how I broke my hand, and unfortunately I have to have surgery tomorrow. So.
Sorry, man.
Oh, it's okay.
There's teachers, and then there's doctors, and there's firemen and police, and then there's you, Austin. So you're tier 1 of heroes.
Thank you, man. Saving one kid from monkeys one day at a time.
Yeah, that was a crazy story.
Fun fact, I was there for Harambe too. So.
Oh, well, we didn't save that kid. Poor guy.
He's alive. He's fine.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I'm 2 for 2.
Oh, you're the monkey slayer, I guess. Very odd story, I guess. Texas special team coach. He must be living a wild life. That's very crazy that you're dating a stripper who uses a monkey as a show or an act. That's got to be in some PETA laws somewhere. I hope PETA didn't hear about that. Very sad. I feel bad for the monkey because, I mean, it's not the monkey's fault. He's doing what it's wired to do and protect its owner. You know. I used to own a pet monkey, and they're very protective.
No,
Yeah. Yes, I did.
What was his name?
Mighty Joe Young.
It's a great
Anyways.
movie, by the way.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's start with last week's locks of the week. It wasn't great.
I apologize for
that's an understatement.
mine before we get into it.
Well, I didn't know that Florida State was going to completely.
That shit.
That's a bad beat.
That
It
shit
was.
count.
It was the worst beat of the century, in my opinion. Like, there's no way. Gosh. So I turned it off because I was like, okay, Florida State covered. I got this in the bag. It's time for dinner or whatever time it was, lunch. And I get back and I check my phone. And I'm like, wait a minute. They didn't cover. Like, what the heck? So, like, I had no idea what happened. And then I get on Twitter and I see what happened, and I was livid for about 20 minutes. Like, there's no way that should happen.
No way. They should at least refund you or something.
Or, like, honestly, that's on Clemson. That's Clemson not having very good sportsmanship. They shouldn't have scored. He should have slid at the 3 and nailed it from there.
I'm blaming the offensive lineman that threw it back.
I mean, I just don't see that play's not going to work. Okay. It might work against, it's just not going to work.
Like once every 10 years.
Now, probably, I don't know. That was very bad. Let's talk about Trey's pick, Kentucky. Kentucky's on fraud alert. Like, how do you go?
I knew that was a trap game.
It had you smelt it when you look at the line. You smelt it, but I had full confidence the way Kentucky's been playing all year.
Yeah, I did too. Hey, the only thing I got right about that game was that Will Rogers loves screen passes. The man had 96% completion rate.
Yeah, all from
just so Mississippi State has beaten NC State, who was ranked at the time.
Yeah, they're ranked again now.
Texas A&M, and then now Kentucky.
Yep.
3 solid wins.
They play Auburn this weekend, right?
So
they play Arkansas.
A&M, yeah, A&M, and
what's the line on that game?
Arkansas, Mississippi State.
plus 10.5, I think.
State or Arkansas?
Arkansas or plus 11. I can't remember. It's one of the two.
Are we
it's
taking State?
It's like 5.5 or 5.
It was like 11 last I saw.
It's 5. Arkansas
It
minus
was?
5 right now. Yes.
Dang, what the heck did I look at?
In Arkansas, 3:00. I don't know.
Arkansas is a tough place to play.
I'm teasing.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm just, guess what? I'm just not going to touch it. I'm going to watch it, and we'll see what happens from there. But State's beating 3 ranked teams. I mean, no one's talking about that, I feel like. But yeah, Kentucky, they're on fraud alert. They play Tennessee this weekend. They're favored, I think. Oh, actually, no one's favored. It's even money.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's awful.
Another trap.
I don't know. The Kentucky at home has been playing really well.
They are good.
It's a night game, 6:00. So I think Kentucky wins that. Tennessee's not bad. But I think at home at night, Kentucky's been playing lights out. I think Kentucky might win that. I'm not going to touch it though.
We don't have to talk about my other pick.
That was so bad.
I was so confident in the Lions.
I was too.
I didn't expect Philadelphia just to come out and just.
Golly, man.
Not only did they shut them out, they put up what, 30 points?
What? They had like 4 different running backs get a touchdown. I'm like, every running back on their team got a touchdown.
They never run the ball.
So are the Eagles good or
No.
the Lions bad?
I don't know.
That's really, you don't know. Like the Eagles, like I feel like early on, like I felt like they were a pretty good team, because they had Devontae Smith playing pretty good football, and
It's just like the Lions, they've lost some games, some really close games. They played really well. I'm like, oh, this is it. Nope. So I don't know.
Yeah. I would no, they put up 40 points. It was 44-6. I was not expecting that at all.
I
But
don't
that
even want to
was-
think about my pick either.
What was your pick, Austin? I forgot.
The Bengals over the Jets.
Oh,
Well,
And
Ooh.
they got
the spread.
The Bengals got screwed, man.
jeez.
That personal foul penalty, they got screwed, but they still wouldn't have covered. But
I don't know, man. It's not. It was a 10.5 point spread. I
They
felt
still gave
super
up
confident.
100 yards to a backup quarterback.
Yeah,
Magic Mike White Lightning is the real deal.
dude. Did you see that guy that put in the parlay bet? That was, I think it was just a 2-parter that he was going to lead the NFL in passing yards and something else, and it like paid out $120,000 or something.
Yes.
But he put 1,000 on it, but that's crazy.
He knew something we didn't.
Yeah.
And he must have
Dude
ruined
was-
that guy in college or something. I was like, you know what, that's my bro.
The guy that put it in was the dude from Back to the Future that stole that like sports almanac book.
Royce?
Yeah, Royce.
I don't know his name. He played at Western Kentucky.
Oh, the quarterback.
Is
I looked him up. His stats were like not that good at Kentucky, West Kentucky.
I'm
They're
trying to think,
okay.
what year was he at Western Kentucky? Because they had that one guy that could sling that thing.
I think it was like 14, 15, 16, like that time period.
He was drafted by Dallas in 2018. So yeah, it wasn't him. I don't think. No, I mean,
So
I
is he the?
it's
No, is he going to be the starter now?
yes, he's starting Thursday night, I think, against the Colts.
Colts, yeah.
So that might be a good game. I don't know. I did see where the Jets tweeted out that they have a new uniform combination for Thursday night. So I'm curious to see how they are.
Color rush.
They have sneaky nice colors. I kind of like that.
The black is sweet.
The black,
The black
and like
and dark green. They have.
yeah, I don't know what kind of green that is because it's not forest green, but it's like a dark, shiny green. I kind of like it. My bet hit. I had not Broncos. Giants Chiefs under. That was a sloppy game.
Oof.
Good
Just not a fun Monday night game, and that's what I expected.
His
got lucky.
Is it his wife, his girlfriend? Who is it? Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, his girl
Fiance?
or fiance.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say.
I just saw her on Twitter. She's like, we doubt, all the haters. I'm like, you beat the Giants.
Yeah,
Like,
calm down there,
Like,
princess.
chill out.
They shouldn't have won that game either.
And so
No.
why is she not angry about that little kid they showed during the game? That little kid looked just like Patrick Mahomes.
Dude,
That kid
that's-
is Patrick Mahomes'
I
son.
swear.
That was
I swear.
hilarious.
I don't think nobody was giving that enough spotlight as it
That
should.
was like
That
some,
kid. That was scary.
that was a drunken Thursday night at Texas Tech for Patrick Mahomes. That
I
kid
was-
is his son.
I had to rewind it because I was like, "There's no way." Like, I get it while they're showing him because and I feel like once they showed him, they took it away real quick because they were scared.
They're like, there's something going on here.
Yeah, that was scary because he looked just like him.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Patrick Mahomes' fiance, and then what the heck is his brother's name?
Jackson.
Jackson. God, their TikToks make me cringe. Poor Patrick Mahomes. That's the reason they're cursed this year. It is all because of Jackson.
I kind of like Jackson.
I
Get
do
out
not.
of here.
I like him. I mean, he's a nice looking guy, 6'6". If my big brother was getting paid $1 billion to be an average quarterback this year, I'd make TikToks too on the field or in the box.
Whose little marked off section did he dance on in Washington?
I was about to say Barry Sanders, but it wasn't. It was
Well,
Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor, that's what it
Sean
was.
Taylor. Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was real or not, and then because I was like, "There's no way like you would do that," but
That
he
kid
was
has
he was in the ropes. Like you don't do that by accident.
yeah, no, that kid he has no respect for anything. I just don't like the kid. And he's
I did like the video of them eating and
the
like
Outback Steakhouse and doing all
Yeah.
the little
and then Patrick Mahomes, bless his heart, just looked absolutely miserable.
man. If he knows what's good for him, he knows that they're cheating on him with each other
I
and cuts them both out of his life.
I did see a funny tweet about that. It was like, never have I ever, or never in my life would I have thought I would feel bad for a man making like $500 million. I was like, that's true. Like the look in his eyes was just, it was sad. I kind of felt bad for him.
Very disappointing.
Let's talk. Did y'all watch the Packers and Cardinals game? Pretty good game.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mhm.
No one just looked bad. Kyler Murray had 2 picks. One obviously to lose the game. But I want to ask this: did the Packers win that game, or did the Cardinals lose that game? It's a question of the week.
Can it be both?
Mm,
I think so. I
yeah.
don't know.
Maybe like Kyler can't play in prime time, maybe, but kind of like Kirk Cousins can't.
Yeah. The Packers were playing their ball. They gave the ball back to the Cardinals, and the Cardinals were going on a game-winning drive.
Yeah.
And then, just a rookie mistake. That's not a rookie, but you know what I mean. Just a mistake, and he didn't see that cornerback or that outside linebacker, and bon voyage, there they are, interception. I know it was a good game though. Like I think we'll see them 2 again later on this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because the NFC is a weird place to be right now. I couldn't tell you who's good and who's not good.
You get to see some Jordan Love action this weekend.
I'm excited about that. Aaron Rodgers, I guess, got COVID at the Halloween party.
Well, he said he was vaccinated, and then
Yeah, now they're not confirming his
now he's
status.
like, I wasn't vaccinated, so
I saw
Dude
that.
finessed his status as vaccinated.
I saw all that. But I couldn't tell like if it was like legit or not, because I feel like if it was legit, I feel like it would have got blown out of proportion, and I guess it really didn't. I don't know.
So they asked him at a press conference, and he said he was immunized, meaning he basically had the antibodies, and he did some all-natural treatment or something, and the NFL wouldn't accept that, and nobody asked any questions because like immunized, everybody thinks he's vaccinated. So
Yeah, is the natural way CrossFit? Because I heard CrossFit kills COVID.
what?
So talking about the Jets. So AFC, the Bills are the best team in the AFC, right?
yeah.
I think so.
Who
do you? Wait, what'd you say, Smitty?
I don't know what the Bills are. They're
And
dominant. They're dominant, and then they're not, and then they're slow, and then they're dominant, and then they're not.
Well, it's about to get to Bill's peak season. It's about to snow, and that's when they thrive.
Dude, they are like the White Walkers, man. Buffalo snow comes out.
The AFC is weird because the Los Angeles Chargers I thought were going to be good, and they aren't that good. The Raiders are a sneaky good team in the AFC.
They really are. What about? Oh yeah. That's some more unfortunate news there. But,
yeah.
That's crazy. What's crazy was that they were trying to trade for Odell Beckham, but they're like, we have Henry. We'll just focus on him. And then the next day after the trade deadline,
damn,
that happens.
Yikes.
And my condolences to the girl and her dog.
Yeah.
To her family.
I saw where Schefter had to break the news. There was a dog in the car.
Yeah.
Going 153 miles per hour.
Can you imagine?
Like, it's crazy how he survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing.
Because wasn't he driving a Corvette or something?
Yeah. I don't know.
But one of them was driving a Corvette, and the car didn't even look like a car anymore. It was just like
that was she was driving a RAV.
Yeah, dude. It looked like a burnt Pinto bean box or something.
Yeah,
man.
That was bad.
Yeah, but it's very sad. It ruined his life and career. And,
he's done.
She lost her life. It's a very unfortunate situation, but
yeah. Well,
AFC, give me the Patriots. They're hitting their stride.
They're kind of because they're one of those teams that like they'll do just enough to get to the playoffs.
That's all they
need. Then take off.
And then they'll just get hot, and you're just like, what just happened?
I feel like for the Patriots, for a quarterback, you have to be just good enough for Belichick to take you over. I think Mac Jones is just good enough to
just smart.
Just to fit.
Yeah. And that I don't know. I don't know about the AFC though.
AFC is weird. It's to me this is Baltimore or Buffalo's year to get to the Super Bowl.
Both of them look shaky as heck. I mean, that's the thing. They could make it to the playoffs and get wrecked by the first team they play.
This is the one year where it's like it could literally be anybody this year.
Yeah.
We don't have a dominant force to do, really.
I mean, the Titans were pretty much dominant, but now
with Henry gone, that was 36. 36 of their percent of their production from the line of scrimmage was Derrick Henry. Now they're out him, but
and then you get to the NFC, and at the top you have the Cardinals in the West, the Buccaneers in the South, Green Bay in the North, and Dallas in the East. So
Dallas, this might be their year to win it all. They could sneak it in.
You know what? Give me the Rams. They just added
to me the Rams are right there too.
Yeah,
they're second in the West. Have they played Arizona yet? Yeah, they played them, right? And Arizona.
I don't remember.
Arizona beat them.
I don't know. It's going to be fun to watch in the NFC. Same thing with the AFC. The AFC, I mean, to me, it's all Buffalo. I think they're more solid when it comes down to it, but you never know with the AFC. The Colts could even sneak in there. Like, we don't know. The Bengals, Patriots, we'll see. I guess we'll see. In the AFC West, like I said, you got the Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, and Broncos, and right now the Raiders are 5-2, so we'll see how it goes. What else? Oh, the Saints beating the freaking Buccaneers, man. When they were playing halftime, whatever, dude, that freaking place.
Well, how about Sean Payton being like, yeah, I don't know when Jameson's going to come back, but as he's talking, he's in the freaking locker room dancing
with things
without the crutch.
Yeah.
Dude, that was funny. Funny as
those crutches that he uses. I feel like you have to be an elite person to get those crutches. Because I feel like if I tore my ACL, the doctor would give me the plain old gray ones, but the NFL players, they get those cool, like, colored ones that, like, have the elbow thing. It's almost like...
it almost looks like those, like, crutches that Tiny Tim has, and, like,
Timmy,
Christmas Carol.
Oh, wrong Timmy.
Who's this Timmy?
No, but, yeah, that was crazy. So the Saints going to try to go for Cam Newton or Phillip Rivers?
I heard that Phillip Rivers reached out to him.
I heard Phillip Rivers.
I thought
he was coaching.
He was coaching like high school or something.
Yeah, high school in Alabama.
We'll see.
They need to sign my boy Chad Kelly.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Chad Kelly, New Orleans. That's chaos.
No,
exactly. That man would have some Mardi Gras beads on. And, oh my God.
So let's slide over real quick. We'll recap college football. Really, the only thing that I took away, I took three things away from the weekend. One, we can talk about it every episode. Georgia's defense stayed dominant, shut Florida out pretty much. Iowa, I talked highly of Iowa early on, but now they're frauds. And in the Michigan State game, pretty good game. It was the most watched game since last year's Notre Dame Clemson game. And that says a lot considering it's an 11 o'clock Big Ten game, because usually those games can be kind of boring. But not bad, not a bad game. Michigan State looked pretty solid.
What's they do? The running back Walker?
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker. He's the real deal, man. 5 total touchdowns.
He's from Memphis, isn't he?
I don't know.
I could have sworn somebody said he's from the Memphis area.
He might be. I'm not positive. Yeah, he's a dang good player. He might be a good person too. I don't know. Shout out Kenneth Walker if you ever want to come on the show. But what about the Ohio State Penn State game? That was a pretty dang good game.
Let's go. Central Michigan took the lead. Sorry. Yes. What were you saying, Austin? Sorry.
Oh, the Ohio State Penn State turned out to be a pretty solid game.
Yeah, it did. I was actually surprised they could hang in there. I wasn't thinking they would, but I guess James Franklin is trying to show that he cares. I don't know.
Kenneth Walker went to Arlington High School.
Oh, there you go.
Arlington.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh. Bad memories in that.
What else from this past weekend? I don't think anything. Yeah, Michigan State, pretty good game. Iowa frauds, UGA, obviously the favorites to win this thing.
Pretty dang tough.
So let's slide in. Let's just go ahead and slide into Tuesday night's releasing of the first college football playoff selection. Did y'all like it?
I didn't hate it.
I don't like the Cincinnati bump.
I don't either, but I understand it maybe a little bit.
That was just a big bump.
No, it is a very big bump, but I mean, I think they kind of have it correct right now, but
Yeah.
I think they have one more really big test before the season's over, right? Like SMU.
Yeah. Well, you got Michigan State and Ohio State are probably going to play each other. So one of those two.
Yeah, the winner of that game is going to be.
They're going to bump each other out.
Yeah.
Georgia could bump out Alabama. So
yeah, a 2-loss Bama team, but I mean, still, they would still probably, even at 2 losses, they're probably still the second best team in the nation.
But I can see the SEC like swiveling where Bama beats Georgia, so they both get in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
2 teams there.
I mean, even if it's a competitive game, I think people would want to watch a repeat of that game too in the playoffs, regardless. So
I just don't like Alabama at 2. That's really the only thing that I feel like.
But they did you see the margin too of where they were picked to be second? It was overwhelmingly. There wasn't even a close option to go above them.
Yeah.
So I mean, which I understand that too. Like, I mean, those definitely are the most 2 dominant teams in the country. I think they would beat everybody else they played, but I think Georgia's clearly the number 1 team.
I would have put Ohio State at 2. I mean, their only losses to Oregon, who's 4th.
It's 4th in it, which I guess I didn't hate it, but I didn't really,
I just feel like with Cincinnati being bumped and them, because I don't think SMU or Houston were ranked, were they? And that's Cincinnati's only 2 competition.
SMU was ranked. They were like, I think 20. I think they were 21, right?
Yeah.
They're still ranked.
Okay. Did they win that game? I thought Houston won it, but
Houston did win it.
okay, yeah,
Yes,
but I mean,
I just feel like with that, it kind of sealed the deal for Cincinnati not being in there.
yeah, I think
And it sucks because this is the year they go out and they schedule Indiana, which isn't a great, obviously, team.
They beat Notre Dame at
Indiana, Notre Dame.
But
Yeah.
you schedule Notre Dame, you beat Notre Dame, and then
I mean, they have 3 top 25 wins, right?
It does kind of suck for them because usually you have UCF and Memphis who are ranked.
yeah,
Yeah.
Should have played, and you would have had Houston and SMU who are probably ranked, but it's
this
kind of a
is-
down year.
This is their last year in the AAC, right?
I don't know if
Are they going to the Big 12? Big 10? What is it? Big 12?
it'll be 2025 then.
Oh, I thought it was after this year. Okay,
Because
so it's when the contract's up.
Yeah, I think it's when Texas and Oklahoma, if they come over to the SEC,
Oh, it's okay.
Cincinnati.
Compensating. For
and
that.
Memphis is going too, right?
No, well, they haven't announced it yet, but they want to add 2 more teams, and they think it's going to be Memphis and Boise State.
That's what it was. That'd be huge for Memphis in basketball and football.
They'll get to play Kansas, and I mean, really, Big 12 needs another basketball school. So
Yeah. I do like them throwing Oklahoma all the way to 8.
I loved that. I
No,
thought that was
somehow-
very fair.
Somehow Oklahoma is 9-0. I mean,
Well, you have and you have to look at like the margin of victory,
yeah.
the strength of schedule, and theirs is very low. Besides Texas, which should be a fraud.
And for
at
being
this point.
honest, I
Yeah.
would have put Wake Forest above.
100%. Like they proved it. They've had a pretty good year. 8-0, and
Mhm.
And
only
they're blowing
undefeated
up
team in the
everybody.
ACC. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But overall, like I thought them putting Michigan State or an Oregon in there was the right move. I'm curious to see how. I guess the 4th spot, maybe the 3rd and 4th spot between Ohio State and Oregon. I feel like Ohio State playing Michigan State, and then winning a Big Ten conference championship. I feel like they'll squeeze Ohio State in there over Oregon, even though Oregon beat them head up.
yeah, I think that 3rd and 4th spot's going to be pretty fluid the rest of the year too. Just
Oregon-
because I mean, Ohio State still has two more ranked, like top 10 ranked face-offs with Michigan and Michigan State, right?
Mhm.
They play both
And-
at the end of the season.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, and then
Or
they
Michigan
have
State,
a
then Michigan.
conference championship game if they make it past those 2.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 3 places there where they could slip up, and there's only 5 weeks left until championship week. So
I think Oregon has a really bad loss to Stanford, though.
yeah, that one's pretty ugly. They're 3-5 at this point, right? So yeah, that's pretty ugly. But I mean, I think those two spots are interchangeable. Things could slip up. But I mean, if Cincinnati stays undefeated the rest of the year, wins that championship game, I think that deserves a spot, in my opinion. This is the year it should happen.
Yeah, I mean, let them have the 4th spot. I want to see it.
So I mean, there's so much more left in the season. If they can actually make it that far undefeated, it's a pretty good, feat. So I think they could get one of those spots if they just make it out the rest of the way. Because I mean, 2 of those teams are definitely getting beat. At least
yeah,
one
we'll
more
see.
time.
Because there's still room. Because who knows what happened with Oklahoma and Wake Forest? Like I say, they win their conference championships. We don't know. I don't know. It's curious to see, but I don't think it matters in the end. I think Georgia, their defense is just too good. I think they'll.
Truthfully, it don't matter who's 2nd, 3rd, or 4th at this point. I mean, we know who's going to win it.
Yeah,
right.
The experience will be fun. I think the experience will be fun.
Which I think they should go ahead and expand the size of the playoff because I mean, at the end of the day, that first seed might be too dominant, but at the same time, it's another game for them to have to win. It's more challenge, and it's
at this point they have to expand it because the way they're selecting the 4 or the 6 teams now is pretty much BCS era.
Yeah, I was about to say it's just the same as it was.
So they almost have to expand it and roll from there.
In other words, Christmas tree cakes are back.
Oh,
do you see the ice cream they have now?
No, but that's not.
Oh, I did see they were coming out with that.
It's at Walmart.
Happy Christmas, guys.
I'm on a diet. No. All right, let's look what's going on this weekend in college football, and then we'll touch on the NFL. All right, so Georgia, I think they're going to. I agree with you, Austin. I think 38 is a lot. I'm not going to play with it though, but I think they're going to pretty much shut Missouri down. Missouri might get a field goal, but that's it. I don't think they're going to score at all.
Yeah. Also, I think it's that time of the year where you kind of have to slow down your starters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta get ready for the playoffs. And
completely agree. It's not that they aren't capable of doing it; they're completely capable of doing it. I just don't think they're going to do it. But I don't know. What's the rest of their schedule look like?
Georgia. They have Missouri, then Tennessee, and then I don't even know what that's. CHSO Pirates, Columbia Huskers, Charleston Central, and then Georgia Tech. Yeah, they have the smoothest road. Tennessee
will give them a couple of headaches. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna have to take it more seriously than they would per se.
Yeah. But other than that, smooth sailing for the Bulldogs.
do they always end it with Georgia Tech? That's weird.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's their rivalry game.
and they'll beat the Dogs
gross.
not out of Georgia Tech.
Kind of like South Carolina and Louisville.
Yeah. And then they'll end up playing, I guess, Alabama in the SEC championship game. So once Alabama loses again, we'll see how it goes. Hugh Freeze is going back to the Grove this weekend. I don't see Ole Miss having too many problems with that one. I saw where Matt Corral shaved his head.
Yeah.
Looks good. Some people can do that, pull that off. He's one of them.
Is the Liberty quarterback out?
I don't know.
Yes, I think he is.
He was last weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I know
he's really good.
Yeah. He's had some ankle issues, but it could be like a game time decision. I'm not really sure, but I don't know, dude. Ole Miss has so many dang injuries right now. Not feeling confident with it. Like I wouldn't. I'm honestly worried we might not win a game for the rest of the year. But besides Vanderbilt, I mean, of course, but I mean, I don't know.
Vanderbilt's gotten better every week.
Dude, I agree.
I'm just kidding. No, y'all should handle y'all got Texas A&M State, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, Vanderbilt State, actually.
Yeah. So I don't. I mean, I assume we beat Liberty even with backups, but I mean, we have 2 out of 11 starters available on offense.
And I mean, Liberty is not the same team as they were last year either.
That's true, but I mean, I don't know if we win another SEC West game for the rest of the year. I mean, A&M and State.
State's obviously not as bad as people say, and then Texas A&M's Texas A&M. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, they're a weird team this year.
Very weird. The game that Wake Forest is an underdog North Carolina. How do y'all feel about that?
That's my lock. That's what I love Wake Forest.
We'll save it then. We'll save it. We'll save it. Other than that, I don't. Is my lock of the week on here? No, I gotta add that one. I'm gonna add it real quick. LSU, Alabama, whatever. It's gonna be probably a sloppy game.
Is it? Where's it at?
It's in Bama, at Bama.
Oh.
Kansas State. Kansas State's a 24-point favorite. A part of me wants to pick Kansas on that, but I'm not going to touch that one in a minute. Arkansas, there's just not very many good games. Purdue, Michigan State might actually end up being a good game. Purdue's been playing good ball, and Michigan State, maybe they're a little shifties after beating their rival last week.
Yeah, and jumping up to that rank.
Yeah, that's a game to keep your eye on. They're only a 3-point favorite, but however you want to play that, so be it. We'll see how it goes. Texas A&M, Auburn. How you feel about that game?
I don't even want to predict that game. That one's like that's that game that's going to get weird to me.
Give me Auburn.
Yeah, again, I think Bo Nix is playing really well right now.
I want to say Auburn, but I don't know. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It not a great weekend. We've been seeing this for a little bit now. Clemson, Louisville. Louisville is a 4-point underdog. That's another one to keep your eye on. Clemson's been struggling. And Louisville's got a good offense, and Clemson's got a good defense. So that's going to be a good little matchup. Other than that, not much. Let's touch on a couple of NFL games, and then we'll get into our locks of the week. NFL-wise, I'm curious to see how, obviously, the Packers play against the Chiefs. That's probably the game everybody's keeping their eye on.
Battle for number 1 pick, Texans and Dolphins.
Oh, who's favoring that game?
Dolphins
by
Dolphins
6.5.
are. Yeah, 6.5.
Big time. The Monday night game, Bears and Steelers. That's just whatever. Oh, it's not a great Monday night game.
Justin Fields is starting to improve.
Yeah. The Steelers defense, though, they're pretty solid.
I think the Ravens and Vikings game be pretty good.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah. Ravens off a bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that? A 5.5 point spread on that one
6
for the Ravens. Oh, 6.
Browns and Bengals. That'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm. OBJ.
Well, I don't know. The Browns got a lot of people hurt, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play this game called let's go. I don't want to say overreaction, not overreaction. So let's say hot or not. Hot means it may happen, not means it's not going to happen. Okay.
All right.
And y'all three try to answer at the same time, and let's see who's the odd man out. Okay. Hot or not with Todd. Oh, Dr. Seuss in his junk. Okay. Browns. No. Yeah, Browns. Odell Beckham will get traded. Hot or not? What's the trade deadline?
Oh, that's already happened. Yeah.
Okay. What do I mean by trade?
You mean by
trade at the end of the season? Hot or not?
Hot.
They don't use them.
They don't use them at all. I'm curious to see where he lands because I feel like you have one side who are believers in Odell, and then you have one side who's like, hey, just watch the film because you're not that good anymore. But he's still a big market guy just because of his name, and he's also on the Madden cover, or was on the Madden cover. So I'm curious to see how it goes. They could, they might be in a trade for Michael Thomas and the Saints. Maybe they can. Of course, who knows with Michael Thomas? He's in the same kind of boat. He's always hurt. Curious to see how that goes, though. What else in the NFL? Jets and Colts. I'm actually looking forward to the Thursday night game. I think that might be a good little game. Thursday night games always get a little weird. Indiana opens up as a 10.5 point favorite. And hey, Austin, you took the Bengals on that number last week, and the Jets showed you what's up.
Not doing it.
You have to see. You have to stay away from this game just to see what this Mike White guy actually is.
Yeah, this is the game where you're like, either he is gonna stay the guy, or he's gonna. The moment's gonna get too big for him.
Yeah, if you put up 400 yards on the Colts defense, then
He's
That's
real.
fair, yeah.
he might be for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
What else? I'm actually curious about this Chargers Eagles game. I think this might be an Eagles win right here. Over under 50. I don't know. I'm not gonna touch it. I don't like it. We'll see though. Not a great weekend in NFL. You know, it's that weekend where 17 games is a lot, so they kind of got to milk it.
Saints and Falcons are always fun.
It is. Curious to see how the Saints do with Jameis, or not a good starting quarterback. Good to see Mark Ingram back in New Orleans. I feel like he missed that place. Looking good. He's wearing number 14, which kind of threw me off. I didn't really like that. I don't like how the running backs can just, I like how anybody can just pick whatever number they want to. I think that's it. All right, let's get into our locks of the week. We'll each give two. Doesn't really matter the sport. We got a lot of sports going on. Oh, how do we go all show without congratulating the Atlanta Braves?
We're waiting on it.
Mhm.
World Series champions.
Let's do our gist segment.
Are we going to cut? No, he's probably at small group again. You don't want to bother. But I mean,
we need to congratulate him.
7-0 shutout to put the freaking series away, man. It was all the marbles were in the right spot last night, and it was a magical moment. Did y'all stay up and watch the entire thing?
No.
I fell asleep in the top of the night. How does that happen?
I saw Freddie Freeman hit that solo home run.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's his game. It's game.
Yep. I stopped watching after that.
Usually that's the best part is like of a big game like that is like the post game celebration and stuff. But remember back in the day when like it'd be Super Bowl Sunday and they would do the celebration on a different channel, so you had to like rush home and try to, watch it in bed or something.
Yeah, he went straight to the news or whatever.
Yeah, but it's good to see the Braves winning. I'm proud of Jish. I'm proud of JM. JM went to high school with Austin Riley, so that's a pretty big moment. Like, hey, everybody give JM a round of applause. Kenny, congrats to Kenny. He also went to high school with Austin Riley. Let's see, just magical moment. Smitty, you probably played him in baseball one time in a tournament in like Snowden or something.
A bunch of times.
Did you ever strike him out?
Heck no.
You're sure to say yes. It's okay. But the Braves look good. The Astros, man, they didn't seem excited to be there at all the last night. It was a miserable game for them. I don't know much about baseball. I'm sure the odds are already out for next year. I'm sure the Dodgers and Yankees and Boston, one of them three probably favorites. So we'll see. And it's also crazy how the Braves they won 88 games in the season and they're World Series champion.
Without a King also.
Oh yeah, he was hurt, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's the All-Star break.
What happened?
When he got hurt, the odds for them to win the World Series was 50-1.
Oh dang! I did see on Twitter somebody had a parlay. They had Braves World Series champions, Lakers, I think, and then they had the Titans to win the Super Bowl.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, Oh, his payout was only like 24,000. It wasn't a lot. I was actually surprised at that. Probably because the Lakers ruined some of that odds, but I don't know. But yeah, huge win. We'll see. We'll keep it rolling. Keep it rolling in Atlanta.
Chop on, baby.
Chomp on. All right. So, locks of the week. We'll each give you two. Y'all want to go through one, then go through our other one, or y'all want to do two at the same time?
We'll snake draft it.
Snake draft it? Okay. Austin, why don't you start? You look eager.
Okay. So college football. I'm going to take one that I had some pretty terrible picks last week. I apologize. So
It's okay. Did you do your
I'm-
homework this week?
yes. So I'm actually gonna take one similar to the last pick I did last week that I ended up not choosing when I gave you all three options. You know how I
Okay.
did the San Diego State and the the Fresno State game.
Yeah.
Took that over. Similar situation. I'm going to take the over for Army and Air Force at 37.
Ooh.
The reason I
Ooh.
said that, I know they're both running teams. They actually, I believe they're like first and second in rushing yards per game. Except Air Force's defense is pretty freaking good. They're like seventh in the nation in like total yards and points per game. But Army's pretty bad. They're like 80th overall in those departments. So they both allow how many points per game? Let's see. Sorry. 20. All right. So Army allows 27.7 points per game. Air Force allows 16.8 per game. I think it's going to be like a 28-17 type game. So I'm going to take the over of 37.5 on my college pick with them. So
Some balls. You know who does win that game?
who?
America.
Hey, that's true, man.
So you can't go wrong with that. Trey, you got it.
All right, so I think Vegas screwed up on this one. There was a mistake, but Wake Forest money line all the way. North Carolina's
like
4-4. There's no reason Wake Forest should be an underdog.
I do agree with that.
And
Maybe
Sam-
because it's at home. Is that the
Sam
only-
Howell is not good. He's overrated. So
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Smitty, what you got?
Falling into the trap again because there's no way that this team gets trapped twice. Give me Kentucky.
ooh,
Pick them at home. Kentucky, much better
Oh.
team at home. They're also 6-2 against the spread. Tennessee's like 4-4 or something. I don't see them getting screwed 2 weeks in a row. Give me Kentucky on a bounce back win.
I like it. I also had Kentucky money line written down. Mine, I'm gonna go with the obvious. And it might have changed depending on what you're looking at, but I saw it at 14.5. I'm gonna go Ohio State minus 14.5 against Nebraska. I think they blow Nebraska out. To kind of seal the deal, to seal the deal in the season. So I'm going Ohio State minus 14.5, depending on where you get it. You say Kentucky money line, right, Smitty?
Yeah, it's basically a pick 'em right now.
Even.
yeah, it's
Even money. All right, Austin, back to your second one.
I thought we were going to you now.
Oh,
That was
we are.
Snake.
Snake. You're right. Sorry. All right, mine. I'm going to go to the NFL. I'm going to keep it that way, college NFL. I'm going Las Vegas minus 3
Great pick.
against the Giants.
I like it a lot.
I think they're going to come off a bye week. Still got an interim coach, and he's very motivated. So I'm going Las Vegas Raiders minus 3 against the Giants. Who's next? Smitty.
Yep. Give me the Chargers minus the 1.
Oh.
There's no way the Eagles are that good. I'm putting my money on that the Lions are that bad.
Okay.
And I feel more comfortable saying that. Chargers have had 2 down weeks in a row. I think they are a really good team. I just think they're in a slump right now. I think they come out of that slump this week against the Eagles.
Yeah, I think their defense can handle the Eagles' offense.
Yeah.
I think that'll be pretty easy. Trey, what you got?
so I got another trap game. I feel like, but the Cardinals minus 1.
Oh, who
Son
they
of a
playing
gun.
again?
You
They're
stole
playing
mine.
they're playing the 49ers.
49ers minus 1. Oh,
Wait, so you're picking 49ers?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
the Cardinals are
Oh.
minus 1.
Yeah, that was going to be mine too. So
honestly, if it is a trap game, so be it. We're trapped, but I see Arizona especially after last week.
Yeah, I mean, 49ers are 3-4, and I mean Cardinals are awesome. So
Oh, can I also throw
yeah,
in the
they have the best defense in the league. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. Sorry, I was reading something else. Austin, what do you got?
Trey stole my no doubter in my mind. So Guess my backup would be Patriots over the Panthers at 3.5. They're hitting a good stride. Their defense is only allowing like 61% of passing percentage, like completion percentage.
Yeah.
With the situation that's the Panthers right now, I think the Patriots just look like a better team, especially by 4 points. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride out with it.
Perfect. New England -30. Oh, what I was going to say was the 49ers have not won a home game all season, and they're playing at home again.
They're 2-5, right?
Yes.
I
They
know
lost the Packers at home, lost to the Seahawks at home, they lost the Colts at home.
I've seen a lot of people on the 49ers for some reason.
It's one of those things where somebody knows something that we don't. And I wish we had a guy who could get to the bottom of it, but we all have full-time jobs. So, we're not idiots.
If our listeners want to start donating money to us, we could become a full-time job.
Exactly.
Yeah. Only like $150 per month can get you.
Or $150K per episode.
Oh, wow.
That would be better. We would start just crapping episodes out.
Hey, Buc-ee's, hit us up.
Hey, Buc-ee's. Yeah, no free ads right here, Buc-ee's. And send me a chicken sandwich and a sausage on a stick.
We have a great idea for you for cryptocurrency.
Trey, do you have an NBA pick? I'm curious.
Like for the weekend or
Let's go weekend. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Because the way I'm looking at it, I don't know anything about the NBA, and I want to know more. I know the Grizzlies are going absolute ham.
So I went to my first NBA game since COVID. Since
Were
the
you-
last time we went, Tater, when the very
damn.
last game, remember that, the Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So went to it Monday night, and dude, it was so nice. It was so nice to be back in the Forum, and it was a good atmosphere.
Give me like 1 minute, I'll find a game.
Did you take a negative COVID test, or did you get vaccinated?
Man, I had my vaccine card there. I toted
Oh!
that hoe around.
How'd that feel? How'd that power grab
dude.
feel?
Man, better than McLovin showing that ID. Oh, man, it felt so nice. I showed that little. She tried to make friends with me because she had 2 arms and a cast, and I said we're not the same. Showed her that card, and I walked away.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not as clumsy as you.
Right. I was like, don't show me that. We're not friends just because we're both crippled.
Yeah.
And got me some Rendezvous nachos. I got me a Wiseacre Tiny Bomb.
Oh, dude, you were Memphis out that night.
Dude, I was. I almost
night.
Denver. So they ended up winning. They won pretty good.
Let's
Dude, they look solid. Jaws the real deal. Almost
Yeah,
messed around and got
Jaws.
me
Jaws so
Slim
good.
and almost messed around and got me a Slim and Husky's pizza.
Oh,
Whew, man.
you
Memphis
have-
for life, brother.
Have you ever been to the FedEx Forum? I mean, my God. Like a tourist or something.
Boy hit all the hot spots.
Had those little clapper things that they get to blow up. Got a chance to win some floor seats.
So for the NBA, they don't do lines until like the next day.
Yeah, I guess
So-
we're a few days off.
But if anybody choose the Bulls are really good.
The Bulls, they got Caruso. They got which ball brother they got? The old bro.
Lonzo.
They got Lonzo. They got DeRozan.
Yeah,
they
DeRozan's
got,
pretty solid.
they got Vucevic. That center.
The more I say
Big
it, the
white
more I
dude.
hate it.
Yeah, they're good.
Let's go.
Dude,
Are
they're
they like
bad,
Michael?
man.
Are they like Michael Jordan good or
Hell no.
okay?
They're better.
Respectable.
Caruso, man.
The headband. It's the headband.
Yeah, dude. They call him White Jordan.
Hey, they look good. I've just seen highlights. I haven't really keeping up with it. The only NBA news I know is like Brandon Simmons isn't playing, right?
Who?
Or is he playing? Not Brandon Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
I was confused. I was like,
Ben Simmons. He's not playing, right? He's still kicked off the team, I guess.
Well, no, he's with the team, but
yeah, but he's not.
they come to him like, hey, you want to practice or play? He's like, I'm having mental issues. Which, if he really is, then I mean, you need to get help. If he's just using that as an excuse, then that's not good.
Yeah. Well, pray. Give me your prayers. Give me your prayers.
Shoot, with that shot, I'd be having some mental issues too, man.
Let's see. Did we miss anything?
Whoa, there's a baby there. Is anybody else seeing this?
I'll throw out one more free pick.
Is this
What was it? I didn't see it. Go back.
I thought this was like something out of The Grudge or something.
Yeah.
I saw a little baby running in the background. And I was about to have some mental problems.
Another one more free pick. Illinois plus 14.5 against Minnesota. That's a free pick. Do how you want it. There's a nurse. She's a hero. Is that it? Are we done?
And it's up to you.
Peace!